Just last month, archaeologists examining a newly discovered ancient Egyptian cemetery found this lid on the coffin of an ancient priestess. It's clear that whomever arranged for her funeral wasn't prepared to pay top dollar for her burial. The internet has also pointed out that the image closely resembles Marge Simpson, even though the coffin is more than 3,000 years old. Last year, a perfectly intact 1,500-year-old era was discovered nestled between some rocks in Norway. The research team thinks it was encased in ice, then transported downslope as the ice melted. An amateur diver exploring shallow waters near Israel recently discovered this 900-year-old iron sword. Experts believe it belonged to a crusader knight before he lost it overboard during a fierce battle in the 11th century. An incredible discovery was recently made during renovations at a church in Naples, Italy. Behind a 16th century painting called Life of San Severo, workers found a hidden painting depicting St. George slaying a dragon.
Got to cover up those dragons, haven't we? We need to check all the paintings behind every church in the world. You never know.
There is breaking news in archaeology. A new pyramid has been discovered in Kazakhstan, and it's estimated to be around 3,400 years old.
Oh, come on!
The discovery was made in the region of Karaganda, and the pyramid itself was built on a hill overlooking the Tolde River. It's believed to have been built as a mausoleum complex for a ruler by the late Bronze Age Begazi Dandebe culture. And these people flourished between 2000 and 1150 BC during the final phase of the Andronovo period. It didn't just function as a mausoleum, and it's actually theorized it was a place for religious.
Okay, one, very cool that they found a pyramid. Two, I'm not surprised because there are freaking pyramids all over the world, and we've probably only found maybe 2% of the actual pyramids that were ever made. There are so many, and especially in the more remote countries like Kazakhstan that have not really been, to my knowledge, studied in depth archaeology-wise. There's probably under Siberia, under the Sahara. I mean, there's a whole freaking stuff coming out of the Amazon. I'm not surprised. All we can do, we don't really know who they were or what they were for. They're stone. They're stone buildings. It is very difficult to exactly know when they were built and by who and when. All of it's theories. So I always take every finding with a pinch of salt. With a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt. There we are. How do you know it was religious? Do you know what I mean? We're completely just, I love it, it's the go-to thing. This was obviously used for religious ceremony. Ridiculous. Anyway, this is very cool though.
Ceremonies. The archaeologists have been able to date the step pyramid by doing carbon dating on artifacts found.
Well, again, that doesn't date the pyramid. That just dates a very good guess at the people who used it last or used it first, depending on, but like, you're dating the stuff inside, not, do you know what I mean? Like, there is a chance that this pyramid could have been 1,000 years older and there just hasn't been artifacts found that match that date. You know what I mean? What if the people who used it originally were like super zero footprint people and they just didn't leave stuff? Then you can't date it, then you'd never know. It's stone. We have to work out how we can date stone and then we will solve all of the questions. Help.
Inside. And these suggest a date between the 14th and the 12th centuries BC. Something really exciting is that other excavations in the area have revealed a proto-city, and that was built by the same culture that built this pyramid.
Or was used by the same culture. You can't say they built it, but you can say that they used it. I'm going to Google and do some research into Kazakhstan pyramid because it's very interesting.